And welcome back to another episode of Knuckleballs. My name is Ryan Robles. I'm your host. Joining me as always is my cousin, Tom Harkness. Tom, thank you for being here. Before we get into it, I want to just address what I need to address. Today, we lost a really good one. John Sterling passed away. Longtime voice of the Yankees for 36 years. Am I getting that right? 36.
Yeah,
Believe it's 36 years
36.
with the Yankees.
Yep.
As long as I've been alive up until 2023, I've really only known that voice and Michael Kay. But it it's been a rough day, Tom. It's been a rough day. This one hit me hard. I mean, for any sports fan, they all have their radio guy, and whether you realize it or not, they become a part of your life. Of my when I think back of my childhood and watching Yankees games and all those fun seasons with the amazing teams we got to grow up watching. The voice of John Sterling is always in the background. And it's just surreal to me that he's gone. It really, really is.
Yeah, Ryan, it's a tough way to start this episode of Knuckleballs. It was a tough conversation we had early in the morning. We both found out on our ways into work. I think my dad passed the news to me, and I gave you a call, and we were both really disheartened because, like you said, it's tough to eulogize someone that you never actually met, but we really knew John Sterling. I mean, I like you said, he was a part of our life. I remember, listening to games, Yankees wins in the backyard, while we're in the pool or something, and all the way through, driving to college. I mean, John Sterling was always on the radio for the Yankees, and he obviously had some health trouble and stuff and had to step down early in 2024 and got an opportunity to call games during the postseason, which is awesome. Wish the Yankees could win one more World Series ring for him during that year. But I mean, just what a legend! What a legend of the sport.
An absolute icon. 5,060 consecutive games
It's
called. That's
incredible.
crazy. That's crazy. He's truly the Lou Gehrig of broadcasting. Um, it's crazy. It just really is, Tom. You go back to our childhood and stuff, and we both grew up in New England. We both grew up in New
Yeah,
England. When the Yankees played the Red Sox, we couldn't watch it with the Yankees broadcast on TV. We couldn't. It got blacked out. We had to watch it on Nesson, and that was frustrating. That was people call John a homer. Let me tell you something about the Nesson broadcast. Those guys are homers. At least were. I haven't watched a Nesson game in a long
yeah.
time,
Oh,
but
they still are. Yeah.
I imagine so. But I mean, growing up, we used to sit and we would mute the TV after an inning or two of just being brutalized. We would mute the TV and we would play the radio to the TV, and we'd listen to John and Susan talk, and it was the best. I don't get me wrong, I love Michael Kay and I love the guys that come on and join him, and it's like a rotating crew of some pretty great Yankees greats. But it's just that, and the radio hasn't been the same since 2023. But that just was my favorite way to listen to a baseball game growing up. It still is to this day. I love going for a drive and hearing the game called on the radio. But nobody did it like John Sterling. The iconic calls that everyone knows. The Yankees win, and then all the little home run phrases that he did. It's
Yep.
he's
It's tough.
truly left a mark on the game, regardless of whether you're a Yankees fan or not. You know these calls. If you hear his voice, you know the voice, even if you don't know his name. He's a part of the culture. He really is. And I think you dropped a crazy Barry Bonds
Yeah.
esque stat about this guy. He's called what 3% of all baseball
All
games in
Major League
history.
Baseball games. Yeah, and that it includes games which predate the first radio broadcast back in 1921. So John Sterling has, I mean, been forever entrenched in baseball lore, in Yankees lore. in personal lore for us, like you said, Ryan. I mean, there was nothing better sometimes than just getting in your car and clearing your head and listening to a game on the radio. Like it's great to watch it on TV. I got the Yankees game over my shoulder right now. And I think Michael Kay and Paul O'Neill and David Cohn and everybody else who's
Those are the
involved with the
names.
S, they do an awesome job. But it's just John and Susan, on the broadcast. There was just something so nostalgic about it. There was something so comforting. Yeah, it just felt like you were kind of back with the grandparents, for a weekend
It
or something, and you're having ice cream sundaes for dinner. It was so much fun.
it was like a different vibe than it because like I still listen to games on the radio all the time, and it's not the same. It's just not the same with John without John. Like it didn't feel so much like you were listening to like as much as like a baseball game as much as you were sitting in a room having conversation about the game.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
Like
No,
it
I know
wasn't
what you mean.
it. I wish I could hear another game called by him. I really do.
I do too. Again, and I mean, we didn't really get the 2024 season with him because I think it was like April 20th or something that he stepped
Yeah,
away. He announced his retirement. It was so quick. Yeah, I don't even really remember him. I don't think I had an opportunity to listen to a
I
game
think
in 2024.
he called maybe
Uh,
like a handful. I think I listened to like
yeah,
one or two.
yeah, he was really in and out of the booth. And I mean, again, that postseason opportunity when they had him back, it was just so cool. And you're like, I really hope they can get it done for him. And because ultimately, Ryan,
It
I
would have
mean,
been
let's be
magical.
honest, he was what, like 84, 85 at the time? Like, yeah, ultimately, like, it's a part of life. It's a sad, sad part of life. But you think about that, right? It's like John Sterling's getting up there. I really hope that they can win a World Series, before he passes away. And unfortunately, it just didn't happen in 2024. It didn't happen last year. And the team looks really good right now. Hopefully they can get it
Yeah,
done and rally around this and give him something, to be proud about as he's watching upstairs.
I do. I do hope they can use this as a kind of a launching pad. Go find some really good success this season. And to that point, Tom, I hope he's not only watching. I hope he's broadcasting upstairs. I like to think
Yeah.
there's a booth he's sitting in with Bob Shepard and all the other broadcasting greats from
Vin
around the league, and
Scully
just
and
yeah,
Bob
all of them.
Uecker and all of them. Yeah. I mean,
They're just
boy,
calling
we've
the
really
game.
lost some legends recently, man, huh? The past 5 years, we've lost some great broadcasters. I know you said the Nesson broadcast was tough, but Jerry Remy was as much of a Red Sox homer as he was. I mean, again, that's another guy that I remember
But
from my
that's
childhood, and you
it.
just associate with these guys because you
It's the
just
sound of the game.
watch the
Like
games. Yeah.
I, I've said this on here before. I love like the ASMR of baseball, the sound of the bat, the sound of the ball hitting the gloves. You go to a game, I love hearing all that, but like part of that is like the radio call. Baseball is
Yes.
built for the radio. It really, really is. Like
I agree with you. Yeah. I
there's
do agree
there's
with you
no
there.
other sport that like I can catch like you can listen to a football game on the radio, a basketball game on the radio, but like if you're doing that, you're speeding home to watch it on TV because it doesn't make
Oh,
any sense
absolutely.
otherwise. It
Right.
doesn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't. But like a baseball game, it's a story. It's and the way those guys told those stories, it's what
Tremendous.
makes the game special. It truly is, and it's our thoughts and prayers go out to John's loved ones, and it's
Absolutely.
he's going to be
Yeah.
missed, never forgotten. He'll always live on with
Always,
all the. I'm
always
so
in our
happy we
hearts.
have
Yeah.
recordings and stuff now because now I mean even I always still did go listen to good calls and stuff like that. It's just the best, but we'll never forget him.
Yeah. I mean, it gives us an opportunity to go back and watch a lot of really good Yankees games. So, although, as we started off the show by saying, we've got some pretty good Yankees games going on right now as
Well,
well.
I'd agree, Tom. The Yankees they're pretty hot. They're sitting 23-11, first in the AL East. And I'm feeling pretty good about them right now. I think we're it's top of the eighth. We're winning 6-1 against the Baltimore Orioles, looking to get a sweep at home, 4-game sweep, which is a
Yeah.
nice sweep. It's a very nice sweep. 4 games is no joke. And Cam Schlittler came out, did his thing, had a little bit of a rough end. I don't know if you caught his exit to the game. Got bases loaded, walked in a run. Not very Cam-esque, but
Yeah.
I don't think that puts him over a 2 ERA. So I wouldn't get too worried about it. And then this lineup, man. This lineup's just been on fire as of late. I think you hit me with a stat that they'd scored 27 runs prior to this game in this series alone.
Yes, that's right.
It's and we got 6 more tacked on now. Still got
So
another at bat.
33 right
33.
now,
Great,
and potentially
great quick
counting in
math.
4 games. Yeah.
Very good quick
Thank you.
math. But it's a plus 65 run differential team. We've just been on fire lately. We really have. We won. I don't think we've lost a series since that Rays series,
Yeah, no, they're
which
playing
is
such a
concerning
great
because
ball.
the Rays are also playing some really good balls.
Right.
So that's concerning. But we're not
Yeah.
talking about that today. We're talking Yankees because got the Yankee hat on. We're in the Yankees vibe. The Yankees game is on. So that's where our heads are at. That's where I'm
Yes,
at
that's
least.
that's right. That's right. I will say though, Ryan, the Yankees are 8-2 in their last 10 games. The Rays are 9-1. So it is something to keep in mind. We're not going to talk
I'm not
about it
saying
on the air,
yeah,
but
I didn't
like
say forget about it. I just
it's
said
sneaking up on us.
let's just
Right.
can we just enjoy this for a moment? Let's live in the now. Right now we're on top. And
That's right.
we're also technically about to be 9-1.
Yes, that is true.
Um it's 6-1. It's 6-1. They just hit a double on us, but that's just good old baseball God saying shut up. saying
Well, fingers
don't
crossed,
get
right.
ahead of yourself there.
We're recording this on Monday night, so we don't know what's going to happen. We don't know when it's going to get out, but like as of right now, the Yankees look pretty good. Look like they're gonna jump up to 24-11 on the season. You mentioned the plus 65 run differential. Yankees, by the way, Ryan, have you looked at the run differentials for American League teams?
It is
It's brutal.
not great. It's
It's
not
bad.
great at all, man.
Yankees plus
The American
65.
League is not what it was when we
No,
grew up. This is not
no,
the
it's
American
not.
League I grew up with.
Yeah.
I know I kind of sound like a boomer, but like it's not. This isn't this isn't what Derek Jeter fought for.
No, you're right. Well, in terms of run differentials, you have 4 American League teams that have a positive run differential. Yankees plus 65, and that's due to the staff, the pitching staff. The starters have been unbelievable, and the bullpen's been great too. But I mean, the starters lead the league in virtually every meaningful category. And then you have the Rays at plus 11, and then I'm not doing this in actual order of in descending order. So Yankees plus 65, Rays plus 11. Those are your 2 American League East teams with a positive run differential. In the AL Central, you have the Tigers with a plus 18 run differential. And then in the AL West, you have the Mariners at plus 2. These stats are all as of Monday night, so they're subject to change.
Not
Really
by much
only
though.
not by much. And we'll see what happens. Seattle could maybe tip back under into the negatives depending on the outcome of their game. So I don't think the Yankees are going to be outscored by, I mean, what, Baltimore would need to score like 72 runs or something, if my math's correct, 71, 72 runs to get the Yankees run differential negative. So I don't think that'll happen tonight. I think we're
Not,
safe there in saying they have a positive run differential. Rays plus 11, Tigers plus 18. We're safe there. Seattle we'll see. But again, it's the sentiment, like you said, these teams are just not as competitive as they've been before. Yeah, the Red Sox stink. The Orioles have struggled. The Jays are playing a little better, but boy, yeah, they did not hit the ground running at all. I mean, and then you just Minnesota had a little stretch where they looked like they might be competent, and they've dropped some games. The Royals, who 2024, that Yankees World Series run, remember it started, in that divisional round matchup against the Royals, and they were a pretty feisty team.
they
Uh,
haven't been that since
They
though.
haven't been that since. Exactly. Yeah. I
And
mean,
it's like the Yankees, like they bring it up whenever we play a team, like the record against this team over the past like however many games. We've been like they have just whooped the Royals.
yeah, killed them. Killed them. It's crazy.
And like I wish I had the stat in front of me so I didn't sound like such a biased fan because it's just a factual stat. Like the Yankees just haven't lost against the Royals in a long time. But like this team was really, really good. Like they had the
Mm,
formula, and I don't know what happened.
It just, something hasn't clicked. I don't know what it is because I feel like they have a lot of young talent, on the mound, in the field, but something just has not clicked for that group. And they're sitting 15 and 19 right now. Part of a middling American League, as we mentioned. It seems to be the National League's world. Feels like it's the National League's world, or like, I'm a Celtics fan. I don't want to go any further than that. It's been a rough weekend. But the Western Conference in basketball is so stacked. It's pretty much like whoever comes out of the East is probably getting crushed by a Western Conference team. Hockey, I don't know. It's going to be kind of a toss up. I think there are a few teams there on each side of the bracket that could certainly have a chance. Um, and then in NFL too. I mean, like it just felt like it was the NFC. Like the Seahawks crushed the Patriots in the Super Bowl, and you're thinking, yeah, well, any NFC team was going to crush any AFC team in the Super Bowl this year. So, anyways, I'm just saying it feels like whatever league I have rooting interest in is the lesser league in that
It
professional setting. So I don't know if it's me or what, but
might be a you thing. I don't know,
it might be a
but
me thing. Yeah.
man, the NL is so
Just so
weirdly
good.
good.
Yeah,
They're so
it's
good.
crazy.
They're so good.
I
Like
mean,
it's
we've
just
talked about
I
the
don't
NL
understand.
Central, Cubs and Cardinals. All of a sudden, Cardinals, by the way,
It just doesn't
looking
make
really,
sense how they're all this good though.
yeah, it
Because like
doesn't.
don't they mainly play each other? Like how who's losing?
Well, they started to do a lot of those interleague games, and I think that's you're sort of seeing the talent disparity because they've gradually introduced more interleague matchups and less
Fair.
divisional matchups. So now we're starting to see like these NL teams, the Braves, by the way, 25 and 10, really making up for the year that they had last year, where they were,
Yeah.
I think, like
They came in with a chip on
76
their
and
shoulder.
86. Oh, yeah. And they have so much talent that I'm really not surprised to see them at the top of the NL East. But the Central, again, Cubs, Cardinals, Reds, Brewers, Pirates. Good luck picking a team out of to win that league, and good luck finding wild card teams in the NL. I mean, it's going to be tough to predict who comes out on top in some of these divisions. I mean, I know the Dodgers are the cream of the crop in everybody's mind, but again, Atlanta looks really good. The Padres have bounced back. The Diamondbacks have slowly but surely gotten better. They're a game under 500 right now. So who knows? Like, I know this is a Yankees thing, right? And I'm going on a separate tangent
No,
here. It's just funny to me that the NL is so stacked right now.
it is. It is funny to me, and it's a good point to bring up, even though this is a Yankees oriented episode, because like we want the Yankees to win the World Series. You listening
Yeah,
at home might not, but we do. And if they're gonna win, they have to be an NL team. So
it's true.
I'm very interested to see how we uh how we stand up against these teams as we come across them in the season. We come up against the Brewers, I think after the next series,
Yes,
and
that's right. Rangers and
they're
then
one of
Brewers.
oddly enough with an 18-15 record, they're one of the lesser NL teams in their division. So we'll get a really good taste there and see how that pans out for them. But I do want to touch on like a little bit of Yankees news, Tom, with you. I
Yeah,
really want to talk about this on the air, especially with you. I made a point because we do this a lot where we'll call each other about stuff and we'll go on rants, and then we'll stop and go, Tom, we're doing it again, or Ryan, we're doing it again because You guys have no idea how good the off-air episodes of Knuckleballs are.
They're
They're
awesome.
so damn
We got to
good.
keep the camera rolling all the
They're
time.
so damn. We should. It should
As
be
soon as I jump
Knuckleballs
on a
like
call, yeah.
Knuckleballs the real world. Knuckleballs the real world. That's what we
We
should.
should have a camera crew follow
We
us
should get
around
an
or something.
Airbnb. Yeah, we should get an Airbnb and set up secret cameras. I'll set up 5 cameras. You set up 5 cameras. We won't tell each other where they are, and we'll do knuckleballs throughout a weekend.
I love it.
That
I'm
sounds
I'm
great.
all
But
for it.
back to my point. Back to my point here. Tom, the Aaron Boone and the Yankees um, staff made a big boy decision.
Yes.
They made a big boy decision that I never thought would ever happen, and they optioned Anthony Volpe to AAA and
Shocked
are
me too.
riding the wave with Jose Caballero as their starting shortstop. Me personally, I want to. That my personal opinion is I want to hear your opinion because I know that the name Anthony Volpe is considered a swear in your head,
It is. It
and
absolutely is.
it's a very good way to get a good reaction out of you is to talk about him. So I was so intrigued to hear about this. So please, the floor is yours, Tom.
Well, bravo, Aaron Boone and the Yankees staff, as you mentioned. They had to make a decision with this guy, and he clearly is not an MLB player, at least not at this point in his career. Jose Caballero, you worked with him throughout the struggles, and guess what? He actually got better. So, I mean, we talk about Anthony Volpe. This is a guy that the Yankees had the longest leash in the world on last year and in years past. And they have made the executive decision that no, we are not going to be entertaining you at this time. We're going to be sticking with Jose Caballero, who's again swinging the bat much better than he had been to start the year as our
Oh
starting shortstop. And you know what he offers in terms of his speed, you know what he offers in terms of his defensive versatility. So, I mean, I give all the flowers in the world to Aaron Boone and his staff. This was an excellent decision. Keep Volpe down there until someone gets injured, even. There's no reason to call him up.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. And my favorite point that you brought up was we played him through the slump and he got better.
Yeah,
He actually
right.
got better. Whereas Volpe and I don't want to disparage the guy too much because I hope he
Oh,
finds success
disparage
in his
away.
career. But he's just a lad. But anyways, he just had too many opportunities. I've never seen anyone get so many chances in anything.
Yeah,
In anything. And he just
you and I.
continued
Yeah,
to plateau at a bad spot. And it's just not major league caliber play. And not,
Ryan.
in my opinion, New York Yankee caliber play. And to your point, Jose started off a little slow, especially at the plate. I have pulled up his stats over the last 15 games. He's batting 302, has 3 home runs,
That's
6 runs, a double. I
and
love it.
that doesn't account for the fact that he has an RBI double tonight. That happened right before we got on the air here.
Oh yeah, you're right. And he's up right now, actually. Speak of the devil.
So
Let's see
I
what he
mean,
does.
again, yeah, this is the right decision by the Yankees. They're not trying to force a square peg in a round hole, because think about it, Ryan. If Anthony Volpe was not this hot shot former first round pick kid from New York that dreamed of replacing Derek Jeter as a Yankee shortstop, where would he be right now? He wouldn't be on an MLB roster. He would be in the minor leagues for any other team. I'd be willing to bet money on that. This guy is
Yeah.
not played to the standard that he grew up all his life. And this is where I don't want to sound rude, but like he grew up wanting to be the shortstop for the New York Yankees. Okay, well, you're not playing to that level right now. And that's not even, comparing him to Derek Jeter or something. That's just comparing him to the average MLB shortstop, the average
But like
hitter in the league.
if he
Hasn't been
wants
good enough.
if listen, I'm a Yankees fan. I grew up a Yankees fan. The only difference between the way him and I grew up was he was a lot better at baseball than I was. For sure. And I'm sure there's some other differences, but that's the one we're gonna land on for right now.
Yeah.
Anywho, We grew up cheering for the same team. I had a stint in my life where I also wanted to be the New York Yankees shortstop.
As we
So
all
I knew
did.
you had to be a different mindset than I've seen him play with, and it's not, and especially in the post game interviews, like it's not it.
He's not all
It's
there.
not it.
He's not all there.
It's not part of a championship formula. And right now, today, as I watch Jose Caballero walk and load the bases in the bottom of the eighth,
It's all
bringing
you
up Trent
need.
Grisham with 2 outs.
Yeah, get him on, get him over. That's all you need.
Get him on, get him over, get him in.
And then get him in.
We got
That's the big part of it.
that's the huge part. But yeah, I'm happy for Jose Caballero. I really am, because even when
he's
he
found
was
a
in
home
Tampa,
here.
I know he wasn't like an all-star talent, whatever, star of the league, but he was a really fiery player with a lot of skill and talent, like he is a talented guy. And when we traded for him, I know he's like a utility guy who can play anywhere, and I love that about him. But I also like I thought he wasn't going to get a chance, because I thought like his skill set is exactly what the Yankees were missing. All we ever tried to do the past 2 years is hit home runs. Then we played a team like the Jays in the playoffs who didn't give a crap about home runs. They hit them. They didn't care, though. And they beat the living out of us. It was brutal. So seeing us go and get a piece like that and actually using him and letting him add to the offense like he does, he's on base almost every game stealing bases. And now guys who hit home runs all the time, they hit 2-run shots instead of solo shots. And that's a good formula. That's a winning formula. And
that's a winning formula.
I'm so proud of Boone. I'm so proud of him. I never thought I'd ever be.
It's a big moment for him. Yeah, it's a huge accomplishment.
And he handled the questions about it pretty great too. He's like, yeah, Jose's a starter.
Yeah, he didn't shy away from it, which is what we've been asking him for 7 years. He treated him
like a player, like any other player. He didn't treat him like. It felt like I was watching the coach's son. Do you know what I mean? Who gets the starting spot because he's the coach's son and not because
he got preferential treatment for way too long.
Well, I think we're all better for it, and I'm excited to see how it goes. I hope they don't cave. I hope they don't cave next week and just call him up.
Yeah, I'm terrified that by the time we do a show, we're going to have egg on our face because he's going to be striking out, batting third in the order again. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
Yeah. Right now, let's just live in the now, like we were saying earlier.
That's right.
And enjoy this in this moment. Well, Tom, as always, it's a pleasure. Thanks for joining me for another episode of Knuckleballs. I'm going to go watch the rest of this Yankee game. It's bottom of the eighth, full count, 2 outs. Trent Grisham's got bases loaded. Pretty exciting stuff. I don't know what you got planned for the rest of your night, but yeah.
Probably do that as well. I'll probably just sit here and do the same thing and try not to think about the Celtics.
Yeah, we'll probably call each other right after and do exactly what we just did here.
Yes.
But
that's right.
Not record it and use all of our best lines.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's just the way it goes. Yeah. And that's just the way it goes. But thank you, everyone, for watching another episode. Tom, that's Knuckleballs.
Ball game over. World Series over. Yankees win. The Yankees win.